The company I'm working with is Starbucks. Starbucks is a coffee company that was founded in Seattle, Washington. They have stores throughout America and also in other countries. They are a global business making billions of dollars from serving coffee and other snacks to go along with the coffee. Starbucks has been accused of racial discrimination. They've been accused of racial discrimination because back in April of 2018, two gentlemen of African American descent entered their restaurant and proceeded to sit like all the other customers in there. They were sitting. They were sitting waiting for someone else to join, so they hadn't placed an order yet. When asked to place an order or why they didn't place an order, he explained to the manager on duty why he hadn't placed the order. And they also asked to use the restroom, and they were denied access to the restaurant. She proceeded to call the police to have these gentlemen arrested. The police came. The other people in the restaurant started recording the situation and asking why are they being arrested. They haven't done anything. All they did was sit there. They said, we're doing the same thing. We're not being arrested. But they were people of different racial background. So I suggest to Starbucks to have a training where all of their stores, the managers, people who are presently employed, all of them are trained on racial discrimination, diversity, emotional intelligence, cultural differences, and communities. They all need this because in order for Starbucks to regain their spot in the market or to recover from the damages that have already been caused by the situation, they need to make sure everyone on board is on the same page as far as issues like these are concerned. They need to understand that it's not okay to just act on your emotion. You have to fine tune your emotion. You have to be intelligent about your emotion. Sometimes you have to talk yourself out of a situation that you think is that chances they're not. You have to understand that people of different culture and races may not act the same way you do, but it is not posing a threat towards you. They need to understand the market and the communities in which they serve, and they need to cater to the people in the market in which they serve. They need to understand that everything does not require you calling the police on. This manager made a mistake, and she should also be made to apologize to these gentlemen. She should apologize to them along with the CEO of Starbucks. After the training, there need to be positive reinforcement and negative reinforcement concerning these issues on a daily basis. They need to be observed and reprimanded if they're not doing what they were trained to do. No one should be allowed to discriminate against someone because of their race, creed, or color. Everyone should have the same opportunity to come into Starbucks and to be served. The political powers that Starbucks have, they need to use it to undo. They can't undo it, but they need to try to better their position in the market as far as this situation is concerned, because they're a $1 billion corporation, and who wants to be charged for racial discrimination when you're a $1 billion corporation? Society is not always forgiving, and they won't forget. So the program need to be rolled out, and people need to be trained and sign off that they're being trained, and they need to also show that they have the training by the way they act on a daily basis, how they treat people, how they treat the customers, how they treat their co-workers, and how they treat the society as a whole. The managers should hold them accountable, give out a reward certificate. They should have parties or stuff to reinforce the positivity of being productive in a society where people are being treated fairly and not discriminated against. They should have ongoing conversations with the community. They should go out in the community which they serve, and they should also have ongoing conversations with them. Starbucks need to set this program up immediately so these workers can be trained and move forward to try to limit the damage, undo the damage, or prevent the damage. So I present the program so Starbucks can get back on track to be a great place to come sit down, have your coffee, mingle, and engage yourself in what are your iPad, iPods, everything that people are busily doing in Starbucks. They need to redirect managers to perform their jobs perfectly. If there is such a thing as perfectly, because just basically treating people right. Thank you.